Happy New Year! What's up, advocates, and welcome! Happy New Year 2020. It is the end of a decade, or is it? Is the start of a new one? Is it the end of the tens? Is the start? I don't know. I guess it's however you look at it. It's a new number, I guess. It's 20. I mean, you don't really start until 1, but the number is 20, so...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I don't know, whatever. It's a new decade, right? Why not? Let's just call it a new decade. But either way, whether it's a new decade or whether it's the end of a decade, it's a new year, okay? And I'm not one for New Year's resolutions personally, but what I want to talk about in this video is just goal setting, okay? Goal setting for as a public adjuster and how you could become successful in this industry because frankly, you need to have some goals. I went through a period in my life personally where I just gave up on goals because I felt that goals are something that if you reach them, it's only leading for you to go to another goal. And if you don't reach them, then you're disappointed. So I was like, you know what? No more goals. But then I did some challenging stuff in my life. I climbed Kilimanjaro, which was crazy. This is Kilimanjaro. We're not on Kilimanjaro. I mean, we're on Kilimanjaro, but this is basically, we leave tonight for the summit. And where we are right now is base camp, which is right before. It's the last camp before summiting, so we'll see what happens. And I don't know, things just changed for me and I became very, very hungry, very wanting to really just world domination, take over. So I'm not saying that you need to do that, but at the end of the day though, we're in a business and we want to be successful and we want to make money for our family and we want to be there for them. And the more successful we are, frankly, in our business, honestly, the more time we're going to have for our family. So that is obviously what's most important. So that being said, I'm going to share with you just some goals that I've always had since I started being a public adjuster. Little simple goals and some of the things that how I've sort of grown throughout the years in this wonderful insurance claim game. So I mean, let's get right to it. So obviously you got money, right? You want to make money. That's like your number one thing is let's make money.
Show me the money!
But everything you read, you hear, that can't be a goal. A goal can't just be make money. You want to be specific with your goals. So one of the goals for money is basically for me is I noticed that after about 3 or 4 years, just to share with you guys, I was making about 30% more. Anywhere from 20 to 50%. So let's call it 35% more every year. So that was my growth. Every year I noticed it was 30%. It was 30%. It was about 30%. So that sort of became a goal every year where I wanted to maybe get that 30%, maybe top that to 50%. And I always had sort of a dollar amount that I wanted to make. This year I have a dollar amount as well that I want to make. And you should too. Try to make it based on whatever it is that you made last year. If you were not a public adjuster last year and you were working somewhere else, try to come up with a reasonable goal. Hopefully it's something more than what you made. But if you could understand, maybe, I don't know, if you were making 6 figures a year before and you decide to quit that job and now you're being a public adjuster, you might not get that this year. But I don't know. I'm talking too much. Either way, come up with a reasonable goal. Just to give you an idea, every year that I was a public adjuster, I noticed that it was about a 30% increase. And frankly, you'll be happy to hear, after about 6 or 7 or 8 years, that increase actually became much more. Now, there's a lot of things that have to do with that. We had 2 hurricanes that came, which obviously helps our business here in Florida. But the fact of the matter is the more you're in the business and the more you build relationships with people and the more satisfied clients that you have, the more you're going to grow. So, that 20-30% in the beginning of your career might go on to 50 or 60% every year. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of other things you can do, like hire people under you, start your own firm, do all kinds of stuff that could give you some extra income. So, but anyway, as far as money is concerned, have a dollar amount in mind that you want to make. Think about what your increase, what you want it to be from the previous year, and just take it from there. Number of claims per month is something that has been with me since day one. From when I first started, my goal was to sign 5 claims a month. 5. That was my goal. 5 claims. I don't know what you guys are. I don't know what it is for you guys have been around for a long time. I was in a company that we did no advertising, and it was a small company when I first started, and even the company I work with now we're a small company. We're 3. So even in my company now, we don't do any kind of advertising. Zero. No commercials, no radio, no billboards, not much of anything. The only one who does any kind of advertising, if anything, it's me with YouTube, social media, and stuff like that. But as you can see, I'm not advertising my company. I'm just advertising claims. But anyway, my point is that I wasn't part of a huge conglomerate type public adjusting firm where they would get phone calls in, they would get leads in, and then they would pass them down to public adjusters. If you work at a company like that, your goal might be a lot more than just 5 because there's just claims being fed to you. But as someone who started basically on his own without any kind of advertising or without any claims being handed to him, my goal was always 5. And to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest, my goal to this day is if I get 5, I'm okay. Obviously, over the years, it's tended to be a little bit more. But again, I handle my claims from A to Z. I have a virtual assistant that I use who helps me tremendously, and I'm able to sign a little bit more. But if you start to get into the 10 and the 20 claims per month, and you're signing over 100 to 200 claims a year, remember, for me, the most important thing is answering that phone, customer service, and being there for the client. If you have too many, then you might end up having some, you get quantity over quality, you're not going to have a lot of satisfied clients. So just beware. Think of a number that works for you. What worked for me when I started was 5. And what works for me now is anywhere from 5 to 10. If I get 10, that's great. If I get a lot more than 10, I don't know, I might be getting overwhelmed. So think of a number that works for you. That's what works for me. That's what's always worked. I've built a very nice, steady career. I've been able to feed my family, and everybody is happy. So, all right. The other one is number of large claims. If I were just put a goal out there, at least one. You want one at least like large commercial claim. That is just a huge goal. That's even a goal for me. I'd like to get a little bit more than one, but frankly, don't think that just because I'm the commercial claims advocate that I am just signing commercial claims all the time. I wish that was the case. It's something that I'm still working on personally, but frankly, the bread and butter is going to be the homeowner's claims. But you still should have that goal to sign at least one of those large commercial claims. Why? Because that's going to put your mindset in it. The number one thing with growing your business, in my opinion, besides the other number one things, but it's basically being in the right mindset. And if you don't put that goal out there, if you don't put that out into the universe to try to make sure that you're going to get that one big job, then you're never going to get it. But if you put it in there and you see that goal, maybe you write it somewhere, which I'll get to later. If you write it somewhere and you could see it, then at least that'll keep you in the mindset to maybe just be looking out for it. If you don't have it, then you're never going to get it. So at least one of those big ones. How are you going to get to these goals now, right? So I've talked in other videos before. Number one thing for me is networking. God, how many times do I say number one? Networking is huge, and you want to network with the right people. If you really focus on that one big, large commercial claim, you might want to network with commercial real estate investors, commercial real estate building owners, association members, association presidents, property managers who manage associations and condominium complexes. Commercial real estate agents who only deal with these commercial building owners. If that's what you want to get to, those are the people you want to network with. If you're still starting out and you're just trying to grow your business however you can, and you're just any referral that comes in is like a godsend, then you just want to network with other business professionals who are out there who may not know too much about your industry, and you build relationships with these people so that you could, when a loss occurs to a family or friend or another workmate, that they think of you to get them money for their insurance claim. So that's network with whoever you can. So one of the goals that I like to do is I'll set myself up for the week, and I guess I'll get to it now. So like I have a journal that I write in personally that it's just a goal setting journal, and the name of that journal actually is, I have it right here. So I've got a few of them. So this is self-journal. So if you guys want to give that a shot, you're more than welcome. I thought it was called something else. It's like I thought it was a better self-journal, but anyway, this is one I haven't used here. And you're just writing it every day. And what it's got, yeah, so self-journal. So you go, look, best self. That's what it's really called. So just type in best self-journal, better self-journal, or whatever this is called, self-journal. And so it's got this whole thing. I'm not going to get into this, but basically there's one section where you plan out the whole week of all the things that you need to do. So you could be like exercise 5 times a week, and then every day of the week, if you exercise, you check it off and you did it. If you didn't do it, you exit, and at the end of the week, you grade yourself on if you hit all your goals. It could be exercise, eating right, networking. That's one of the things that I always have. I need to make sure that I network at least 5 times a week. It doesn't have to be every day I have to network Monday through Friday, but maybe I go to a BNI meeting, I go to a networking lunch, I have a one-to-one, just a meeting with somebody. Or it could even be just a simple conversation over the phone, an extensive conversation with somebody new that I haven't met before, that I'm learning about their business, they're learning about my business. But at least if you have that for the networking, you have it out there, again, it's in your journal. You're holding yourself accountable to make sure that you do it all the time. It's great for exercise. If you're looking to get in shape and you want to make a lifestyle change, exercise. You put it in there and you hold yourself accountable every single week by doing that. So that's a great way to really make sure that you're networking and networking a lot. The other thing is the power of one. Okay, so I learned this one from a book. Sorry I don't have this stuff ready for you guys. Learned this one from a book. It's written by the owner of Keller Williams. And the name of the book, it's great, it is called The One Thing. That's the name of the book, The One Thing. So I'm going to show you the title of it so you guys can see it. The One Thing. That is the title. So this thing, it's great. It's the owner of Keller Williams, and basically, I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell, but I strongly recommend that you read it. Basically is, and this is great for New Year, this is great for 2020, okay? What is it, what's your one goal? One goal for 2020. Try to break it down. In the book, it describes how to do it. You could break it down into like 10 of them, and then you look at your 10, and you try to break that down, and you want to get to one, because there might be some that you could combine. What's your one goal in your business? Your one goal that you want to accomplish. Now, that's going to take you a year to accomplish, right? What can you do this month to help you? What's the one thing you can do this month to help you towards that 1 year goal? What can you do this week that can help you towards that 1 month goal? What can you do today that can help you towards that 1 week goal? So you break it down, and you break it down on that daily stuff. So that has nothing to do with the journal and with the week stuff. This is just what's your one goal, okay? And what is it that you can do basically today to help you get towards that one goal. I strongly recommend the book. It's an excellent book. You'll get a lot out of it. But that's definitely something that I recommend that you try. That's pretty much it. What you want to do is build relationships throughout the entire year. I've always said that. I say it all the time, but building relationships with people is where it's at. Picking your brain, picking other people's brains, finding a mentor. These are all things that are going to help you tremendously. Depending on the avenue that you want to take your business, that's what you got to do to make sure that you grow and take it to the next level. I've got my goals listed for the week. I've got my one goal for the year. I know exactly what I want to do. Doesn't make me any more special than others because, like I said about goals, the funny thing about goals, it's a catch-22, right? If you don't get there, it's disappointing. And once you do get there, it's great, but you know what? On to the next one. So the most important thing is to just be happy with yourself, happy with your life, and just content with what you're doing. You need to find a purpose. I was talking to somebody about it yesterday. I used to be a mental toughness coach for tennis players, And the one thing that you want to do is you need to find a purpose, okay? Because that's what's going to relax you. That's what's going to make you a little bit less stressed if you don't get to that goal, or if you're lagging behind, or if you're afraid you can't get there, whatever. You need to find your purpose. And usually it could be your family, it could be your children, or it could just be the job that you're in, that you enjoy it so much that you know that you're giving back to people. Whatever that purpose may be, find your purpose. It's going to help you tremendously in reaching your goals, and it's going to keep you level-headed and really staying the course and staying focused. So yeah, got a little deep there, sorry, but that's pretty much it. Good luck everybody in 2020. I'm going to try to be doing a little bit more videos for you guys. I'm definitely not going to stop making the weekly videos. It's going to be coming out every week no matter what. But good luck in 2020. If you have any questions on however it is that I can help you, the feedback that we have been getting here has been tremendous, and I want to thank you guys. And I look forward to really growing this channel in 2020 with your help. So subscribe below, subscribe. Share the videos on your social media. Share the videos on Facebook with other public adjusters. I know there's not too many out there, but share it with everybody, and let's grow this channel because I got some excellent stuff coming at you for 2020. So good luck everybody, and peace out.